if you haven't been aware and watching the news in the past 6 days, one Myles Garrett was suspended indefinitely for the removal and then the reapplication attempt.
That's one way of putting it. He did try to put his helmet back on.
He took it off and then he tried to put it back on. He just kind of missed a little bit on the reapplication part.
Yeah. So he was a little off. His aim was a little off.
Maybe he did catch him though.
He did, but hey, look, the intent was to just put it back where he had found it.
To place the helmet right where it was, where it belonged.
To go, boop, and there you go. Yeah, no harm, no foul, right?
Look, man, snatch it off your head.
Put it
let
back
you know
on.
I can let you know the proper way to take a helmet off. Okay, now that I got it off, now I'm about to put it back in your head. Stay still. If you would have just stayed still,
it
would have slid right back on.
Yeah,
we would have had no problems. We wouldn't even be having no discussion right now.
And you know what? I wasn't even gonna trip. You know what I'm saying? Even though, you kicked me in the nuts. Also, after you tried to remove my helmet, you did that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just wanted to inform you that wasn't nice. So I had to take the helmet off so you could hear my designation that it wasn't nice, right? Because it's on the ears. Right, so he took it off. He said it. Then he tried to put it back on. That's what I'm going with. Yeah. That's not worth an indefinite suspension.
That's the story.
He got an indefinite suspension.
Yeah, he had an indefinite suspension.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
But hey, would it make you feel better if you were to find out that he was not the only person that was suspended?
Who else got suspended indefinitely?
No one indefinitely. But undoubtedly, there were, I think, 2 other individuals that were also suspended. One of his teammates for a game, I believe.
What did his teammate do?
Was it the one that ran up and hit Rudolph?
He pushed the quarterback down.
Yeah. That's definitely not worthy of a suspension.
Really? I mean, that is a little extreme. So did the QB get anything?
No. Well, there was a Steeler that was suspended.
I mean, but did the QB?
No, not him.
No, not him.
He's the one who started the whole fight.
Yeah, I think it was.
I mean, if you think about it, the QB is the one who instigated. Well, he got hit late. He got hit late.
No, he didn't instigate. He initiated.
Hey, so what I did? What if I were Myles Garrett? My defense would be, I acted in the manner of the game, congruent with what football is. That was a late hit. But it was in the realms of football.
No. But it wasn't a late hit because
there was
no flag.
There was no flag.
There was no flag.
So, and there's only a penalty if there's a flag because you can call there's holding on every play, but it's only.
I mean, just because there's a flag or no flag, that's one thing. That is a good point. However, from my eye test, that late hit looked real dirty. And very unnecessary. It's like, all right, the ball's already gone.
But did he see that?
Yeah, the ball's already gone. It's done. Like, why are you still holding on to him? Why are you still wrapped up around him? Why are you falling and pulling him to the ground? It just seemed unnecessary. If you're winning the game too, come on, bro.
It seemed unnecessary. If you're
losing, like bad sportsmanship.
Bad sportsmanship is throwing a screen pass with 14 seconds left in the game, and when you're down by 2 touchdowns, and not just kneeling this motherfucker out so we can all just go home.
No, they're not going to do that. They're going to be played. You're taught to play if you're down. I played football,
right?
And
you play to the end of the whistle, right?
You play to the end of the whistle, and you play to the end of the game.
You play to win,
and you play to the end of the game.
Yeah. So in what world is all of that? Yeah, rah rah kum rah shit. When you're down 2 touchdowns,
you're still supposed to play it out.
Play the game.
Okay.
It would look bad. It actually would look bad for you to give up.
If you're going to play the game honestly, and don't throw a fucking screen pass that has absolutely no chance in hell of being successful for what you need right now. Throw that motherfucker down the field.
Yeah.
If you're really trying to win this shit.
Yeah, sometimes people throw them off with diversion.
So how many seconds do you think it takes off the clock for me to run this screen pass out? At least another 10?
I mean, who called? That was Mike Tomlin, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I actually know Mike Tomlin. All right, and knowing that the type of guy that Mike Tomlin is like, all right, we're down. Okay, the game's over. We got the garbage squad in there. It's time for them to get some reps. It's just like in the NBA when you got when you got the garbage squad in and you down by 20 points and they still gonna play it out. All the way to the end.
Only that it wasn't.
Only
that it wasn't his garbage squad.
Yeah, those are his starters.
Yeah,
I mean, but
Rudolph was the starting quarterback.
It's still garbage. It's still garbage time, though.
Definitely garbage time.
It's garbage time, and in garbage time, sometimes I know that Tomlin is also known to do things to call plays that are opposite of what everyone's expecting. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. That's what he's won a few championships from doing things that just catch you off guard.
A few.
He's won a
one.
Oh, he's at one. But he's been in the playoffs.
One.
Yeah, pardon me. He's been in the playoffs a lot. He's a good coach.
Yeah, I think he is a good coach also. I also think at times he can be a little bullheaded. And I think at this time he was wrong for calling that play. But he was not egregiously wrong in a way that was outside of the realms of football because it was still playing football.
It's still playing football. So does that warrant that type of late hit though?
No. Hold on. So he was still in the realms of playing football. On said play, I break free and I get a chance to possibly to sack the quarterback on this particular play. I'm chugging along full speed ahead. I'm Myles Garret, and I am every bit of 270, 280, running a motherfucking 4.6, 40, probably really whatever is a good score on the shuttle or the cone drill, because I don't know what those scores mean for shit. So he's going. And the ball is a split second out of there right when I'm in the middle of trying to make my contact and getting the tackle. And the momentum carries us down or whatever. But it's a late hit and the referee throws a flag. This happens in a football game anywhere from 4 to 5 times with the same normal reaction. At maximum, the quarterback will get up and start flipping his hand in the air to insinuate that a flag should be coming, and that will be the majority of what the quarterback would do. Maybe a little lip at the end of it or whatever, But and none of those interactions on 4 to 5 times a day for 15 fucking games does a quarterback ever take the motherfucking helmet of the individual and try to twist it around backwards, knowing that damn well the helmet don't twist. The helmets don't twist. That's my neck. Motherfucker, doing that shit. Then I get up off of you. You kick me in the thigh, then kick me again in the nuts to let me know that the first time you missed
with cleats,
with the cleats on. I mean, I got stuff that's important down there.
Like, let's be real. Mason Rudolph tried to take Myles Garrett's helmet off. He just wasn't successful at it
at all.
And Myles Garret successfully removed Mason Rudolph's helmet.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And also, the most important thing for you to realize about this whole situation is in the NFL rule book, there is a section that identifies what should happen if a player takes off another player's helmet and hits them with it.
Is that resulting in a flag?
Yes, it does.
Does it result in an ejection from the game?
Yes, it does result in an ejection. Does that result
in a fine?
You could possibly fine him, but it's a 15-yard penalty and an ejection from the game. No suspension.
No suspension.
Definitely no indefinite suspension. You just kicked out of the game. So now, seeing that there was 8 seconds left in this game, I can see, all right, you know what? We couldn't eject you from this game because, we ejected you from this game, but
they ain't really count. They ain't really
so
count.
we gonna suspend you for the next game. Cool.
Yeah.
Indefinite.
2 to 3 games. I would be like, all right, whatever.
I would argue against 2 or 3 because that's not what the rule book says.
I get it. But they're also at their discretion to dole out punishment as they somewhat see fit.
See, that's what got them fucked up with the Ray Rice shit, though.
And hey, it is because they thought that was enough, and they were told no, it wasn't. So sometimes they overcorrect, sometimes they undercorrect. These motherfuckers are not the geniuses that they're being accredited to be.
But he should not have been suspended indefinitely.
He definitely should not.
He definitely should not be suspended for the rest of the season.
Oh,
and I mean, they said the season and playoffs, but let's be honest,
they're not going to the playoffs. They're not going to the playoffs.
So, you know how I look is that it's obvious, and this is what happens. We almost got caught in it. It's obvious there was a lot of wrong that went on both sides. Mike Tomlin calling the play, the tackle, the kick in the nuts, all that. There's a lot of wrong that went both sides. No doubt about that.
Right.
The issue of why we're even having a conversation is because of the imbalance in consequences between two offenders, and it just so happens that the imbalance in the consequences went the traditional American way, where the black person was made out to be the big, huge villain, and the white person was made out to be the little itty bitty victim. And many times, the so-called little itty bitty victim was the antagonist.
Yes.
And in this situation, he was the antagonist.
Yes. He was the antagonist. He was the initiator of all of the conflicts multiple times, because there were two different conflicts. There was one when the motherfucker got tackled and he tried to take his helmet off and was unsuccessful. Meanwhile, Myles Garret was a lot more successful at the task that they were both trying to do.
We show you how to do this, son.
And then they were separated. Miles Rudolph ran 6 yards to get back in the face of a guy who was being restrained, and then hit him, and then try to get up in his face and rush and attack him. And
they treated this situation like a domestic violence situation between a man and a woman, and like he was the woman. Like you just, like the QB was a woman. Like you just supposed to let him do whatever the hell you want, and if you hit him back, you're wrong.
Mason,
if you respond, you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and to me, last I heard, he's a grown ass man.
Yeah, he is.
If you try to snatch the helmet off another grown ass man and you fail,
guess
right? Guess what could possibly happen? You're going to get your helmet snatched off you, and another grown ass man is going to show you how to do it proper.
Right.
If you want to step in that game, you want to step in that arena, you better be ready or get thrown on your back.
Myles Garret was essentially punished for being better at what Mason Rudolph was trying to do.
These two grown men.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? Last I heard, he is not a woman. He does not get and there's no disrespect to women out here, nothing like that. I'm just saying, there ain't no disrespect to women, but I'm saying this in the sense that I don't promote domestic violence.
But he said y'all can take a punch just as good as anybody else.
Yeah. I'm saying, it ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't right. No, it ain't right for I'm just saying he ain't no woman. You know what I'm saying? I think it's different. If a woman slaps a man and a man slaps her back, there's a difference in the result, the consequence.
What if it's not a big man?
Say what?
What if it's not a big man?
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's always some certain small circumstances, but nevertheless, this isn't a woman versus a man.
I'm just fucking with you.
This is two grown. Yeah, I know you is. This is two grown ass men, and basically, what you're saying is that this dude, this quarterback, is a little bitch.
He's a little bitch.
Mason Rudolph is a bitch.
A little bitch and a lot protected.
Yeah,
and it's kind of fucked up.